Hello, in this episode I will talk about snapshots and how they can be used to help improve your workflow within Artisan. A snapshot is a collection of all the details that make a scene in Artisan. This includes materials on the model, the lighting scheme, background image, camera position, lenses, aspect ratio, and the model's up vector. It's like saving your model exactly as it is so that you can come back to it later, for example, whilst you work on other colour schemes for the same model. This enables you to work on different configurations of the same model without having to reload it or switch between models. Each snapshot you create will be placed in the Snapshots tab so that you can drag and drop it back into your scene to take you back to that scene. It can take a few moments to load a snapshot, especially if the up vector of the model or the lighting scheme has changed. Rendering can take a significant amount of time depending on the complexity of the model and the kind of materials you've applied. To make rendering more convenient, you can set your snapshots to render one after another on your computer. It is better to do this when you're not planning on using your computer, for instance overnight. The results of each render will be placed into the model folder and are viewable in Artisan by double-clicking the snapshot thumbnail. When you have a set of snapshots for your model, you may want to change details within them, like applying a new background. To update a snapshot with part or all of the details in the current scene, right-click on the snapshot you want to update. Hover your mouse over the Update Snapshot menu item and you will be given a choice of which part to update. Selecting All will change the snapshot to be a snapshot of the current scene. Each other option will capture the background image, the lighting scheme, the camera settings, or all the materials of the current scene. It's worth bearing in mind that the thumbnail image of the snapshot will not update. In a similar way, you can update your current scene with details from your snapshot. Right-click on the snapshot you want to take details from, and then hover your mouse over the Update Current Scene menu item. You can choose to update the current scene with all the details of the snapshot, or just a part of it. A snapshot will remember all the materials you have used in your model and where each should go. This allows you to update your model in the CAD program and still use all the snapshots you have set up. For example, you may have a model of a living room with all the materials applied, but decide you want a version without any furniture. Create a snapshot of your model, then save your session of Artisan. Close Artisan and make the required changes in your CAD program. Reopen Artisan and the model will retain the materials you previously applied, despite the furniture not being present in the model. With your snapshots already made, you may want to send them to another Artisan user so they can also work on the model. Snapshots can be packaged up in an archive. To create an archive of snapshots, you will need to drag the snapshot into the current scene. Whilst in the Snapshots tab, click on the Add Snapshot to Archive button. Give your snapshot a name or choose to leave it with its default name. You can select an existing archive to add the snapshot to, or create a new one by clicking the Create button. With your archive selected, click the Add button to add the current scene as a snapshot to the archive. You can then export this archive as a file to share with other Artisan users. With the Snapshots tab still open, right-click on the archive where you saved the snapshot. Select the Export Archive menu item. Find a place on your hard disk where you would like to save the file. Name it and then press Save. You can now pass this file along with the original model to other users. This ends this episode, which should have given you the knowledge needed to use the Snapshots feature within Artisan. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment on our YouTube page. To receive notifications about new videos, just click the subscribe button on the YouTube page.